call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what...
Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And the Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This time he's got his man. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Duke's offense will go to work for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got his man. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. There's the pressure. Hit as he throws.
I really like the 3rd down plan here. How are you going to pressure the quarterback? I love the blitz. It fools the offensive line. They get to the quarterback before he has a chance to set his feet, make a nice throw, forcing the 4th down.
He takes it at the 45. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing as the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a stripe to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Going to the ground. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here they come, facing third and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabs it in the middle. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Hawaii. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got his man down the middle. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And here comes the offense on second down. To the ground with the back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. This time he's got it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the track.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the 1st down.
Here's the handoff. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball's starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. If we both try to catch it, a lot of times you see those contested catches by the offensive player. Nice job by the defense, knocking it down, getting the ball on the ground.
That's caught. It's Bean. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Hokies are flying down the field. From the gun. Give on the inside. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Five yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. They want to throw it. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Really nice play call there, because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone, they're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Hokies! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. There's still plenty of time. You see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Blue Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's got it on the right. There he goes. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard, and now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Unloads quickly. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Release to the back. It's complete to the left. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Looking to throw again. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Blue Devils headed quickly to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Connection to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Bringing the heat. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. It's 3rd and goal, and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. right down the boulevard. It's our force to settle for the field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Wisconsin is ahead early inside Camp Randall, but that's not exactly Ron Dayne out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 11 over Illinois. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? First play of the drive, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Bean. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Blacksburg. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to one of the best home field advantages in football, Lane Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We're just about ready to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And his throw is incomplete. This offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Under fire. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They'll run it from the gun. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Got him downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Smashes through the tackle. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Right back to the well. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quick completion to the right. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on second down. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And for the second time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. Absolutely perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground and cover to pick up the first. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, running back gets the give. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. They'll go to the air. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Incomplete. Coming up, fourth down.
And the Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a big gain. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Duke. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. Gets down with the slide. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Great place to start for this offense. Throws to the back. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Fouls through the defense.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Blue Devils. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's past the 30. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right.
Turning it on! They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
And the Hokies are on the move. They'll give it to him again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Quick pass on the jet motion. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Yeah, and I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Cincinnati is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 16 to West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Blue Devils are in the hurry-up.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
A strike downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Let's see what they've got on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Powers through the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Shotgun snap on third down. Here comes the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They reeled off a long drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. He takes the knee, and it took a while, but they are finally into the win column. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.